Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cricket Castaway. This is our IPL Week 7 preview. I'm Nishant. I'm joined by Divyansh, and this Week 7 is going to be an amazing week. It's gonna decide a lot of things in the table. So we're gonna discuss all of this. Welcome, Divyansh. How are you, and
Hello.
how are you feeling this Sunday morning?
Yeah, feeling excited for this week because it will almost take us to the final top four, who will be facing off each other in the qualifiers and eliminators of this edition of IPL, and even more excited since it would be my favorite team, Chennai, who would be again. Facing off Punjab to maybe take a revenge on their home ground defeat. So it would be starting. It would be definitely exciting to start off with CSK versus Punjab on this Sunday, and then moving on to other matches. So yeah, feeling really great about this week.
Guys, what we are gonna do is that we recorded our review for the week till Friday's games. So we're gonna first start with covering the RCB versus Gujarat Titans game that happened yesterday, and then probably we'll move to the week's preview. But yeah, overall, Divyansh, as we were discussing in the previous video as well, now the bowlers have probably put up their stake in the IPL as well, and even now you are seeing a lot of spinners coming into play and showing their skill sets and taking the wickets, and the scores of around 180, 190 are looking like defendable scores now, and I think this is the trend that is going to probably continue throughout the upcoming week. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this will continue unless there is still a fresh pitch left somewhere on a particular ground. Uh, Otherwise, all the pitches, as I understand, majority of the pitches have been used for multiple matches, so they would not see that kind of carry, that kind of bounce that we used to see in the first 4 weeks of the IPL. So now bowlers will come into play, which is a good thing for the game of cricket, and
Yeah,
we will see scores being defended under 200 as well. So that's a
yeah,
good sign for the IPL, and it makes up for a exciting final matches of IPL as well, because nobody wants to see a 260 total being set up in the final match of the IPL, and then uh, it is getting chased by the other team. So there's no fun in that. It will be just boundaries flying over all over, and uh, uh, bowlers having no control over whatsoever the
yeah.
proceedings are going on in the match. So it doesn't make a good sight to watch. So yeah,
Yeah. I think
that's the
we
feeling.
are because we grew up in that generation where hitting a six was kind of an event in itself. So when we first started watching cricket in the 90s, you'll have probably in an entire inning of 50 overs, probably one or two sixes being hit, and then obviously the game has been evolving since, and a lot of power hitters are coming into the play, and but I still feel hitting a six or hitting a boundary, it should be an event in itself, and when every ball is just going out of the stadium, as you rightly said in one of your reviews in the previous episodes, it becomes like a highlight reel of just the best sixes and the best boundaries hit, and the game itself doesn't remain that nail biter where you are on your edge of your seat watching each ball, probably, oh, will it gonna be a dot ball, will it gonna be a single, will it gonna be a double. The singles and doubles just get become pointless when every ball is just going out of the park. So yeah,
Yes.
I think hopefully that trend will continue where the bowlers do come into the play, and uh, this is going to be a really exciting week because now we are at the business end of the season, and probably this week will decide the table completely. And by the end of the week, when we are gathered here again, we will probably have a few teams which have Q in front of their names. Rajasthan, though they don't have it right now, but they're qualified. There is, I don't think, any doubt in that. But I think a few other teams as well will now start to have Qs in front of their names. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. By the end of this week, almost all of the teams would have played 12 games each. So that is good enough, at least for the top two teams to get qualified and like make it official that yes, these teams are going to the qualifiers, no matter what upsets happen down the table. So yeah, this clarity will come by this Friday that we will at least. I'm hoping that along with Rajasthan, KKR would also have uh, probably qualified for their I'm losing the count here, but yeah, another one of the qualifiers that this champion team would be taking part into. So again, kudos to the leadership of Gautam Gambhir because I see the strategy being driven from the coach's side only. Like I don't see much happening from Shreyas Iyer's side since he himself is like struggling with the form and not able to capitalize many of the chances that he has gotten till now. So yeah,
I think
credit
this is
all due to Gambhir.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a crucial week for KKR and also Lucknow, SRH, and CSK because I think as we talked about that Lucknow Sunrisers and Chennai are the three teams that are battling for the remaining spots. Uh, and yeah, it's going to be very very interesting. So yeah, let's start our show with uh, RCB versus GT, the match that just happened yesterday, and I think the drama that this game had was unreal because the way Faf and Kohli started chasing down Gujarat's total, it looked like they were gonna win it in the first 10 overs itself. But as Faf got out, it just became like a procession of wickets going away, and by the end of it, it was a really tricky game that almost got away from RCB.
Yeah, you see 5.5 overs, 92 for none. And then you see 10.4 overs, 117 for six. So it does give unrealistic hopes to the opposition team, which is Gujarat in this case, that yes, we have gotten out more than half of the side. So maybe we can still win it from here. So yeah, that was really dramatic from RCB, and RCB being RCB, they keep giving up these kind of surprises and these kind of upsets. So it's not like we have not expected it from RCB, but yeah, still it makes an amusing sight to see.
Yeah. Starting with the Gujarat Titans batting. Again, as we were talking yesterday, Shubman Gill looks like he is feeling the pressure now, and the kind of shot that he played yesterday to get out is not what you generally see from Shubman Gill. It looks like he also now feels that for Gujarat to get to a respectable score, he just has to score. Like there is no other way, and when you're going on with that mindset onto the field, you then have the fear of losing your wicket, and as fear creeps in, unexpected things start happening, and that is probably what's happening with Shubman Gill. It is a phase of his career, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. He is pretty conscious about the fact that a good start for Gujarat means a quick fire innings from Shubman Gill as well. So that is adding to the pressure, and in this pressure, he is not able to judge the deliveries exactly how they are coming, and yeah, once you play certain dot balls like he did, 7 balls, only 2 runs scored, so then again it just leaves him with only way out is to go with an extravagant shot, or just to make some silly mistake which leads him to throwing his wicket away. So yeah, it's a very ugly sight to have in a match, but unfortunately, this is what Shubman Gill is facing right now. And even after Shubman Gill got out, we also witnessed a rare failure from Sai Sudarshan as well. So that piled on the misery for Gujarat Titans, and that's where they lost their chance to score a 180 plus from there on.
Yeah. I think Vidyaman Saha and Shubman Gill, this partnership would probably change by next year, because now I think Vidyaman Saha specifically is done with the IPL. But yeah, just the collapse of the batting unit was eye opening to see for Gujarat, and probably they didn't expect that this kind of a situation would happen, because though Shah Rukh Khan and David Miller tried to stabilize the batting order in the middle, but it was uh, it was Tewatia and Rashid's heroics that basically got them to 147 odd score. If they hadn't played the cameos that they did, probably Gujarat wouldn't have even reached 147.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess Rashid did his job good enough, and I don't think something more should be expected out of him. But I'm disappointed in Vijay Shankar. So he lost a good opportunity there. He could have gone on to bat a little longer, and maybe added some more, at least 10 runs more to this totals. Although it wouldn't have mattered because the total was chased within 14 overs, but still, in terms of when you are starting the chase, it still gives you a bigger mark to aim for. So yeah, uh,
Yeah.
lost
I think
opportunity for Vijay Shankar.
I think more disappointment, not from Vijay Shankar, but from Miller and Shah Rukh for me, because once you are set and you're both on 30 odd runs, now it becomes your responsibility, at least one of you, to take the innings home and make sure that your team reaches a respectable total. And Shah Rukh is a very new entity for Gujarat Titans, but David Miller has been doing it in the past 2 seasons, and he has been pretty consistent. But I think David Miller would specifically be very disappointed by the way that he got out, because the stage was set for him to launch and probably get a 70 or an 80 odd run score, which would have meant that Gujarat could have probably reached a total of 180 or something about that, which would have been a good score on this wicket, because the way that RCB were losing their batters in the middle over, if Gujarat just had 20 to 30 more runs, probably this was a game that could have gone either way.
Yes, yeah. When you have 117 for six and you have to chase 180, then still it makes a pretty competitive match out of it, because uh, we see Dinesh Karthik was batting with Swapnil Singh, so there was no pure batter available after that. So things might have gone the other way if uh, there were some overs left from Noor and Rashid, then they might have gotten Swapnil Singh out, and then the things becomes trickier from there. So yeah, definitely 30 runs short uh, due to David Miller's and Shah Rukh Khan's uh, short cameos, we can say. I think David Miller should have carried the bat at least till the 16th, 17th over. That would have made certainly a huge difference for Gujarat Titans.
Yeah, I think the pitch that we saw yesterday on Chennaswamy is probably what RCB should have gone for since the start of the IPL, because as we had been discussing over and over again, they don't have spinners, and it's all their fast bowling. And yesterday you could see like a lot of grass on the pitch, which meant that Siraj came into play, Yash Dayal came into play, Vishak also came into play. All these fast bowlers took 2 wickets each, and Cameron Green also came into play, took a wicket of his own. Uh, if I mean, now hindsight is a beautiful thing, as they say, but if they would have gone with these kind of pitches, which helped their seamers a lot more starting from the start of the tournament, probably RCB's bowlers could also have come into play a lot more this season, because this was a pitch made for Siraj and the likes.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at their bowling, they should go for a bowling friendly wicket rather than a batting paradise, and then believe on their batting talent to chase it down, or to have a go at whatever target the opposition sets. So that can be one of the strategies that they can rely on. But I'm not sure. Even this was intentional. It just happened to be a day where they got this kind of a wicket, and it was not at all a strategic move. They just happened to get this kind of wicket, and they capitalized on it. So RCB doing things the RCB way.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. Probably this was one of those wickets that was just left unused, and they had to now use it, and they stumbled upon something. But I think it's good data for them,
Yes.
to analyze for the future tournaments, and probably think on this aspect as well, because their batting is really good, and it always has been. So they should trust their batters to bat on wickets like this. And the way Faf batted in those first 6 overs, I mean, 68 odd runs of 23 balls, 64 or 68, I think it was 64 of 23 balls. It just looked like batting on another planet. It was amazing to watch him bat, and Kohli was
Yes.
also then striking at a very very good strike rate, and looked like they would chase it in the first 10 overs itself. So they
Yeah.
can bat on pitches like these.
Definitely, definitely, they should analyze at least their historical data, that whenever the pitch was bowling friendly, what is the percentage of the matches that have gone in their favor, and how was their bowlers' performance in those matches. So that can give them an insight, and maybe they can utilize the home advantage better from next year, because they would have an year to prepare the pitches like this, and it might turn out in their favor as well. And yeah, talking about Faf, brilliant batting, makes me wish for his comeback to CSK, and because he's too good a player to stay in a side that has no chances of winning at all. So it's just a pure waste of talent and efforts. So yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it also makes me a little sad to see him as a losing captain because he deserves better, just like
yeah,
Kohli.
yeah. Just like Kohli, you rightly mentioned. But RCB fast bowlers took the wickets in the first inning, and in the second, Noor was just turning the ball square, and it was amazing to see Noor bowling. Though Rashid looks like a shell of himself, and doesn't has probably hasn't looked Rashid for the entire tournament, but Noor was really very good, and the way post Faf, uh, the way RCB batters threw their wicket from Rajat Patidar, Cameron Green, Glenn Maxwell specifically, a really ugly shot, Will Jacks as well. I mean, a collapse seemed like it was happening right in front of our eyes, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's true. So, like we said, RCB doing things the RCB way. So that's how it unfolds in an RCB match. But sense prevailed in terms of how DK played. Since DK would not like to throw away a match like this, even though it does not make much of an impact on their IPL future in this season at least. But still, RCB is lucky to have someone like DK who is sensible enough to not throw away a match like this where you have gotten a start of like close to 100 runs in the power play. So yeah, that's where the sense prevailed.
if if it wasn't the wily old head of DK, things could have gone south really quickly for RCB. But again, what it shows is the trend that we were talking about is that yeah, spinners are now coming into the game, and a total like 147 which Gujarat posted looked like really easy when Faf and Kohli were batting, but then the pitch started turning, and when the pitch turns, you never know what's gonna happen in the game. So, but yeah, a really interesting game, a good game to watch for the audience, and probably this now finishes the hopes of Gujarat as well of making to the top four.
Yeah, definitely. Like, if you look at the points table, Gujarat is now at the ninth, just above MI, and they have 8 points in 11 matches. So, even if they win it all from here, 14 matches with that run rate, even mathematically, it's not possible. So, it's over, officially over for Gujarat Titans along with Mumbai.
Yeah, yeah. So I think yeah, that's about it. They'll have a good reflection on their season post the IPL, and now they're also looking like a team on a losing streak. So they probably won't be the team that others fear in the top half of the table playing against them. Like RCB right now look like a really dangerous side for anyone
Right.
who's playing in the top half to play against them because they are the real party poopers. But Gujarat just look like all the life has been blown away from them.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Chennai should specifically capitalize on this because they have a match coming up next Friday with Gujarat Titans, and they should definitely score a win there, even though it's at Narendra Modi Stadium, their home ground. But the way Gujarat is
Every home
playing right
ground
now,
is home ground for Thala.
yeah,
It's gonna
and
be
look,
a sea of yellow at the Narendra Modi Stadium.
yeah, and looking at the current form of Gujarat, I think they should win that match.
Yeah. So moving on to the game that you're looking forward to the most, we are calling it the Revenge in the Mountains. It's Punjab Kings versus Chennai Super Kings at the Dharamshala Stadium. What are you expecting from this game?
Yeah, definitely expecting a payback from Chennai side, being a Chennai fan. since it's high time to lose the uh, to break the losing streak that they are going on into. And Dharamshala is a good place because although Dhoni won't come before the 16th over, but this ground has been special for MS Dhoni, and he has played some good knocks here, and it's good memories for Dhoni here. And also this might give some sort of support to the fast bowlers as well early on in the first overs, because at this height, with the new ball, initial 3 2 3 overs, you may get some assistance from the pitch. So that I'm not sure if Deepak Chahar is fit enough, but if he's not, maybe the other bowlers can come and uh, give CSK an opening in the power play itself. So yeah, hoping for that to happen. And if we get out Johnny Bairstow in the power play, then it becomes tough for Punjab to post a big total.
I think if the pitch starts supporting the Pacers in the first few overs, then for me the advantage is with Punjab because they have KG Rabada in their ranks, they have Arshdeep in their ranks, and also Sam Curran, which means that they are probably better placed to utilize the seaming and swinging ball in the first few overs, uh, rather than CSK at this point of time. The premier fast bowler that CSK have is Patirana, who comes after a 10th over or so, and the other bowlers are probably medium pacers and not of that speed to probably take the freshness of the pitch into play. So yeah, if it's a seaming swinging condition and a cold morning in Dharamshala, cold afternoon, I think Punjab will, if they win the toss, whoever probably in this game wins the toss will try and bowl first. But yeah, if Punjab get the bowling first, this can be a really tricky game for CSK. But if CSK want to want to seriously put a claim and qualify for the top four, I think this is now a must-win game for them. There is no other ways. They have to win this one if they have to qualify for the top four.
Yeah, definitely. And since they do not have Shikhar Dhawan's services for this match and the next match itself, so uh, they would have to gather the confidence that they have gotten with the momentum uh, uh, while they chase down that total against KKR, and then again after that they beat Chennai in their home ground. So so they should take confidence from that. And also, if we look at the overall historical records of Chennai versus Punjab, it is one of the teams which has gotten the better of Chennai a lot of times. Like they have played 29 games till now in the IPL, and Chennai has won 15 and Punjab has won 14. So not much of a margin there to give anyone a psychological advantage, but they should gather confidence from the fact that Punjab has won the last five encounters with CSK, and that's a big record to have. Like the last
Yeah,
five times you faced off Chennai, you have won. So they should
yeah.
take some confidence from that fact.
Yeah, I think a really tasty encounter coming up. Your players to watch out for both these teams.
I think if the batting order shift is there from Chennai side, I think Daryl Mitchell should open with Rituraj Gaikwad, and I am expecting good things from Daryl Mitchell because maybe for Rituraj the law of averages come into play, and he has been on a good batting streak. Not trying to jinx it, but it might come into a play that coming out of Chepok and a new ground and maybe new situations, he might make a mistake and things can go haywire there. So they should have someone like Daryl Mitchell along with him for the opening stand, and then maybe Ajinkya Rahane can come down at number three,
Yeah,
followed by then Dubey and Ravindra Jadeja and Moeen Ali, maybe if he's selected for this match.
yeah.
So yeah, good. Expecting a lot from Daryl Mitchell.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. I think Daryl Mitchell is really very capable of opening, I- I- yeah, he should at least, even if he's not opening and they still persist with going with Rituraj and Jinx, I think number three should be a given for Daryl Mitchell. He is such a supremely gifted batsman with a lot of power, but not letting them face enough deliveries is a waste of Darren Mitchell, frankly speaking. I think he should get to play as many balls as possible because Dubey's role in this side and Dhoni's role and Ravindra Jadeja's role should should be to come into the play after the 10th over and 11th over, not before that. And if CSK do end up losing an early wicket, and it should 100% be Daryl Mitchell who comes at number three if he's not opening himself, because opening with Daryl Mitchell is going to be a thing that Chennai should look at. For me as well, I think Rituraj has been playing so well. A law of averages, as you pointed out, may come into play. So when a batsman is in such a sublime form, probably they keep on going. But for me as well, the player to watch out for CSK in this game would be Darren Mitchell. For Punjab, what do you think?
Yeah, so was just looking at a stat, and Rituraj Gaikwad has gotten out 5 6 times in this IPL to a left-hand seamer, and Punjab have two Sam Curran and Arshdeep Singh. So this might turn out to be a good game for Arshdeep because he's bowling pretty well. Although he's going for a lot of runs, but initially when he bowls those first 2 overs, he looks pretty solid. So that might pose a danger to Rituraj. So Arshdeep Singh is the player to watch out from the bowling side of Punjab for me. And I think in the batting, maybe it's time for one of the Indian batters to take the lead instead of relying on Johnny Bairstow. So maybe I'm again looking at Shashank Singh to do some wonderful things in this match.
I think my player to watch out for in this game would be KG Rabada. In the mountains, in the cool breeze, with a fresh Dharamshala pitch, he can be a real handful to deal with. And Chennai will have to look out for his 4 overs because he's also in sublime form this IPL. So
Yes.
yeah, it's going to be a good contest between the bat and ball this one, and I'm really looking forward to it. And a lot depends on this match for CSK. So yeah, just for your sakes and your good Sunday, I hope CSK do turn up for this game and get a win. But yeah, it's not gonna be easy, I don't think.
There are some concerns from their bowling side. I just got to know, like Deepak Chahar has been ruled out of the remaining IPL season. So there goes out the swing, initial swing that they were able to get, and also Mustafizur Rahman has left to play for Bangladesh. So two of
Yeah.
their main bowlers are now out of the picture. Even Tushar Deshpande, who bowled really well against SRH, is suffering from flu, so he may be fit or might be partially fit. So uh, there are ifs and buts around his appearance in this match as well. Matish Pathirana is also coming back from a niggle, so things are looking a bit gloomy for the pace battery of Chennai. So we'll have to see. Like maybe the spinners would have to do the heavy lifting, the likes of Jadeja, and I think they should also bowl Daryl Mitchell, who can swing his arm as well. So a lot of heavy lifting, and maybe Gleason would have to play a major role. We saw in the previous matches, like he is a good bowler and he gets some movement out of the uh, wicket. So maybe it
Uh,
might turn out to be Gleason's day for CSK's sake.
yeah, yeah, hope so. So,
Yeah.
moving on to the next game, the evening game on Sunday. It's Lucknow versus Kolkata. Two teams who look in a really, really good form. Both teams have come after defeating Mumbai in their previous games. Uh, and this one is a really, really tasty encounter in Lucknow's Ikana Stadium. Uh, uh, KKR look poised to finish on that second spot, uh, but Lucknow too want to stake the claim of making it to the second spot in the playoffs by the time all the 14 matches are done. So we'll be looking for a potential candidate for a semi-final in this game. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, definitely. It's number two versus number three, and right now both are doing very well and progressing in the points table. If you look at head to head, LSG has an advantage on KKR. Like out of the four encounters they have had, LSG has won three. So, but this is a completely new game, and this is the first time that they are going to lock horns in Lucknow. So. Things might turn out to be different since KKR has been the team of giving setbacks to the other teams. They just registered their second historic win in the Wankhede. So right now they are uh, they are destroying the home grounds for just as a hobby. So this might turn out to be that kind of a game as well. And since we saw Mayank Yadav walked out of the park in the last match, so he may not be available for this one. So
Right.
LSG has lost that advantage again after keeping him wrapped up in a cotton wool. The young prodigy has again came into uh, question for his fitness. So yeah, things can go either way, as I see from here.
The potential, the homecoming of Gautam Gambhir himself in this game. This Lucknow side is built from brick to brick by Gautam Gambhir himself, and that's probably one of the reasons the team is so good because Gambhir is a fine thinker of the game and knows the game inside out. And he was always present during the first two auctions for Lucknow and was seriously picking the side for them. And now that he's moved to KKR, see the difference is just right on your face. The way KKR is performing. So it's Gautam Gambhir's previous side versus Gautam Gambhir's current side, and it's gonna be a really tasty encounter. But yeah, you rightly pointed. I'm really disappointed that Mayank Yadav is again he pulled a muscle or something in the previous game. I hope it's not that serious because it's just the ball before he had taken a wicket and was bowling really fast, and uh, I hope that he was taken off just as a precautionary measure, because by the time Lucknow had probably one foot in the door against Mumbai, so they probably thought it would be better for them to not risk Mayank anymore. So I hope that he does feature in this game, because they've also had a 4 or 5 day break between their last match and this one. So hopefully Mayank is fit and raring to go, because he does make a huge impact in those middle overs for Lucknow with his sheer pace, and because KKR's middle order consists of their captain Shreyas Iyer, who is known for struggling a bit to the pacey short deliveries. That is
Yes.
where I think the matchup really suits Mayank Yadav, and Mayank Yadav probably needs to play this one. But apart from that, Rahul looks in seriously good form. Stoinis looks like seriously in very, very good form. He's taking wickets. He's batting really well. And both the teams have very good spinners in their ranks, with Narayan and Chakrabarti for KKR and Ravi Bishnoi and Krunal Pandya for LSG. So I mean, this is uh, properly head-to-head match, and for me, too close to call right now. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. And again, KL Rahul is in good form, and he has the records uh, against KKR, which are really good. So in the 14 innings that he has played against KKR, there are 650s in there with a strike rate of 140. So he might come good again this evening against KKR, and that might pose a problem for KKR. And from KKR side, if I see, Sunil Narayan is really crucial. Sunil Narayan and Varun Chakravarti, since if they get some assistance from the pitch, so these would be the two bowlers, and Sunil Narayan with the bat as well. If he gives a good start to KKR, then it becomes tough for the opposition since the beginning itself. So yeah, these
Yeah,
these are some of the players which I'm looking forward to.
yeah, yeah. Uh, uh, you think KKR upper hand or LSG in this one?
I think it's pretty even. Sin also like if we look at head-to-head record, LSG has an advantage, but they have never come face to face on in the Lucknow ground. So I am just treating it as a fresh start, and since the coach uh, has been an ex-coach of Lucknow as well, so he knows all those strategies and what goes into the uh, you can say uh, game plan of Lucknow's team. So uh, I think there is not much strategic advantage here for Lucknow, but since they have a good record against KKR, so it's pretty. Uh, the chances are pretty even for from my perspective for both the teams. So it's 50-50 for me.
Yeah, in the last game we saw for Lucknow specifically, they made a big strategic change, and Quinny was dropped out from the starting 11. Do you think this was just one-off, and Quinny comes back? Probably he had a niggle or something, or do you think they did it simply because of his dwindling form and up and down performances, and Queenie probably is out for the season for them?
I think it might be just an extended break for a couple of matches, just to get his form back, or just to work on his shortcomings. And I think in this match also, Queenie might not play because just like Rituraj, he has a very ominous record, like a very bad record against left arm pacers. And since Mitch Stark has started giving results for KKR, so they might not, considering this fact, they might not play Quinny in this match, but hopefully we will see him once LSG reaches the qualifier stages, because he is a big
Yeah, I
match
think.
player and he
Yeah,
can change the face of the match with just one
yeah,
knock.
yeah. I think Lucknow needs to persist with Quinny because he's one of their star players, and yeah, on his day, he's just one of the best left-handers around, and can take the game away single-handedly. So, uh, and he has had good knocks in this IPL when Lucknow were in on roll in the week 2 and week 3 of this season. It was Queenie who was consistently giving them good starts. I think. Yeah, he should come back into this side. Probably it was just an extended break, as you rightly said. But yeah, this is going to be a really tasty encounter, and let's see who wins. Player to watch out for me would be for Lucknow again. I think Marcus Stoinis this season has been really terrific for them, and taking wickets from the ball and scoring crucial runs. So I think Stoin is for me, and for KKR again, it has to be Sunil Narayan. He's such a maverick this season, and the MVP with the bat, with the ball. So yeah, that's about myself. And now moving on to the Monday game, which is Mumbai Indians versus Sunrisers Hyderabad. Uh, Mumbai don't have anything to lose now. Sunrisers find themselves in a midfield battle with Lucknow and Chennai. Uh, this is all to lose for SRH. This game. I think probably the pressure is all on SRH and none on Mumbai. What do you think?
Yes, definitely. Mumbai has nothing to lose now. Their campaign is all but over in every probability that you can calculate, and this is SRH's game to lose, because uh, it should be a run fest from SRH perspective, but since it's a day game, there might be some surprises hidden in that pitch. But since Mumbai does not have a very good spin attack, so I think with Klassen, SRH should capitalize on this opportunity and just post a total that Mumbai uh, is not able to chase. So just like they did in their last encounter, but looking at the condition of the pitches right now, the score might not go that high, but at least maybe a 200-210 score should seal the deal for SRH this time, because Mumbai's batting core is really inconsistent, has been really inconsistent this tournament, and they are just one ball away from another failure. So yeah, I am looking at uh, SRH with an advantage in this game.
Specifically after the performance that Bhuvi had against Rajasthan. If Bhuvi starts firing at the business end of the season, he is an IPL legend and he swings the ball both ways. And the Wankhede Stadium does have a history of supporting swing bowlers. And Bhuvi himself has performed really, really well whenever he has played at the Wankhede, be it in the Blues of India or in the SRH colors. So, yeah, I think Bhuvneshwar coming back to form is and right at the right time is probably a very good news for SRH, and also Pat Cummins. He has been shouldering this responsibility of captaining this really, really powerful batting unit very well. So uh, this is again a must-win match for SRH, and uh, an a no consequence match for Mumbai, which in a serious way makes them a really dangerous side because these players are too good to be failing, and obviously we keep on saying this in every episode of ours, right from the first episode, that these batsmen are too good to fail over the course of the season. But as we have found out that they have indeed failed over the course of the season, but Hardik Pandya looks like a shell of a player that he was, and all the others as well. Ishan Kishan probably has some life left in him, but it's only, I think, Jasprit Bumrah and Tilak Verma in this squad who are performing, none other.
Yeah, definitely. There is a big concern from Mumbai's perspective, and rightly pointed out, if Bhuvi comes into his own, I I remember a game against Mumbai Indians uh, in on this very ground in 2018. So SRH defended 118, which is the second lowest total defended in IPL history. So it can turn out to be that kind of a game if there is assistance uh, with uh, with the ball and the pitch is helping the seamers.
Yeah,
So then we have Pat Cummins and we have Bhuvneshwar Kumar, a very lethal combination, and along with Natarajan. So this can turn
yeah,
out to be a low scoring match as well if Mumbai decides to bat first and gets bundled out
yeah,
for a low
yeah.
total like 130 or
Because,
120.
yeah,
So
because in the last two games that Mumbai have played, so against Lucknow, they got all out for 144, and then against the previous game against KKR, when they were chasing 170, they got all out for 145. So in the last two games, Mumbai haven't crossed the 150 mark in their scores, which just shows that even the best batting lineups on the one of worst seasons, they look like these giant of batsmen don't know how to bat, but a must-win game for SRH
yeah.
and Mumbai to spoil the party. Who would have thought when we were recording the first episode of our IPL preview that this would be the case by the week 6 of IPL, that our favorites to win this competition, probably Mumbai, is right now the lowest ranked team on the table, and uh, 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 that's why probably we love sport in itself, because sport is never played on paper. It's played 11 against 11, and that's what probably Mumbai is finding out right now.
Yes.
So players to watch out for me in this game would be for Mumbai. I think if Mumbai need to win this one, then um, both Sky and Rohit Sharma need to fire. Ishan Kishan has
Yes.
been doing his bit throughout the season, but it has to be Sky and Rohit Sharma that need to have big innings. And for SRH, I think everything for SRH depends on head and Abhishek Sharma, because when they perform, SRH look like a completely different team, and when they don't, they just crumble under the pressure. So these are the players to watch out for me in this game. What about you?
Yeah, I think Travis Head and Jasprit Bumrah for me from both the sides. These are the players to watch out. If like it would be Head against Bumrah in the first few overs. So if Mumbai is able to capitalize Bumrah's abilities against the opening pair of Sunrisers Hyderabad, then it can become an interesting game. Otherwise, that opening pair can destroy the hopes of the opposition within a matter of power play. So they are a duo that goes from power play to power play and just chase down half of the total within the power play itself. So Mumbai has to be wary of the fact that Jasprit Bumrah has to go for the wickets and at least take out Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma in the first 6 overs. Then only it can turn out to be an interesting match.
Yeah, yeah, certainly. So moving on to the next game, which is on Tuesday, it's Delhi Capitals versus Rajasthan Royals at the Arun Jaitley Stadium, and Delhi look like they're almost out of the tournament after their last defeat against Kolkata, but they still have a chance to string a few victories together and probably lay their claim in the top four. But Rajasthan is a really strong side to come against for them at this moment. When when this is a must-win game for them, I think Rajasthan was the side that they would have picked last to play in
Yes.
this game. There are eight other sides they would have picked before Rajasthan for this specific game. Where do you see this game going?
Yeah, they probably would have preferred Gujarat Titans to be there in this match just to keep their hopes alive. But yeah, it's the toughest team to face, and this is a do or die match for Delhi Capitals because this would be their 12th match. If they don't win this, uh, even if they score 14 points, there would be teams above them with a better run rate going to the top four. So yeah, this is a do or die match for Delhi Capitals, and I think they will again rely on Rishabh Pant and Jake Fraser McGurk. If McGurk fires in this match, then it can become an interesting game, and also. From Rajasthan's perspective, they would also want to get that cue against their name in the points table after this match. So they would also be coming really hard since the one run loss against in the last match. So they would be coming very hard to just seal their uh, qualifying berth officially after this match. So Josh Butler, I think this might be the day that Josh Butler again comes to the party for Rajasthan Royals. I don't know how, but I'm getting a feeling that. Josh Butler might repeat that template of starting slow, playing out the first 30 balls to just get the hang of the pitch, and then going all guns blazing towards the end of the innings. So yeah, and it's due from Josh's side as well that since that last 100, we have not seen a good uh, firing knock from his bat. So this might be the day.
Yeah, yeah. I think, uh, as you rightly pointed out, for Delhi, a lot of their fortunes depend on their opening partnership of Fraser McGurk and Prithvi Shaw. Uh, but when you have an opposition against you like Trent Boult, who is swinging the ball in and has such a big reputation of taking the wickets in his first over, this but this doesn't look that great for Delhi, and it'll be a big test for Fraser McGurk as well because probably he hasn't in his career till now come up to a giant of a bowler like Trent Boult. And though he did face Bumrah and took Bumrah to the cleaners, but Bumrah is a very different bowler from what Trent Boult is in the first few overs. Jake McGurk has a really open stance, and uh, players generally who have that kind of an open stance are really susceptible to ball coming in the first few overs, and that is where the strength lies for Trent Boult. And uh, Prithvi Shaw again a
I'm
similar
more
stance.
concerned about him. I'm more
Yeah, yeah,
concerned
yeah.
about Prithvi Shaw.
Yeah. I think it's a Trent Bolt written on their wickets. But yeah, if both of them can get through that early 1 or 2 overs and survive that Trent Bolt onslaught, I think then Delhi have a serious chance in this game. But it'll depend on them too specifically, because Rishabh Pant and Tristan Stubbs have been performing really well and consistently throughout this season, and they will probably do so again in this game. But they both by themselves cannot take down this Rajasthan side. It has to come from Prithvi Shaw and Fraser McGurk right at the top. And for Delhi to win this game, they need to score anywhere above 200, because once they do that, then Akshar and Kuldeep come into play, and then their 8 overs become really, really crucial. Uh, batsmen need to provide a platform for Delhi in order to win this game. Who do you think has an upper hand in this one?
Yeah, I still see Rajasthan as the stronger team, and Delhi batsmen would have to face a lot of quality bowlers. It does not end with Trent Bolt. Then they have Sandeep Sharma who comes in the middle over and just stops the flow of runs. And guys like Tristan Stubbs and Jake Fraser McGurk might get frustrated with that kind of a bowling with complete pace off and in the block hole. So that might create some frustration for these kind of batters. And also they have Yuzvendra Chahal who goes for runs but also picks up at least a couple of wickets every other match. So Rishabh Pant versus Yuzvendra Chahal would be a tasty battle to watch, because he will invite Rishabh Pant to target the longer side of the ground, and Rishabh Pant
There
is
is no longer side in Firozshah Kotla.
yeah, and Rishabh Pant does not backs out from an invitation. And sometimes what happens is he loses his shape really badly, and we have seen that happen a lot of times from Rishabh Pant. And if he loses his shape to while attacking Yuzvendra Chahal, this might turn in favor of Rajasthan. So yeah, even though these are small boundaries, but still, uh, Yuzvendra Chahal versus Rishabh Pant would be a good battle to watch out for. And then they have Ashwin to trap the other batters who have not played Ashwin that much. So yeah,
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
like
I must
Abhishek
say.
Porel and Kushagra, these guys have not faced Ashwin much, so that is also a good battle to have.
Yeah, I must say it's getting really hot here in Delhi, and this pitch must be baking right now,
Right,
which probably means that the spinners come into play a lot more, and both of these teams have a variety of world-class spinners. So
correct,
the spin matchups would be very, very interesting to see. But yeah, I think for both the teams, for Delhi, it's Fraser McGurk and Prithvi Shaw who hold the keys for this game, and for Rajasthan, it has to be from a Trent Bolt and, as you rightly pointed out, Josh Butler, because these are the two experienced campaigners who in the business end of the season always have the reputation of taking the team home.
definitely, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll give still advantage to Rajasthan in this, but if Delhi batsmen come good on the promise, then it's a pretty even match.
Yeah. Then moving on to the Wednesday's encounter, which is SRH versus Lucknow Super Giants. A lot of factors depend in the previous matches that we've talked about before. We can probably analyze or expect this game uh, to a degree of accuracy, because Lucknow play Kolkata before this one, and SRH play Mumbai before this one, and their fortunes of where they stand in the table will probably be decided before this specific game, and we'll get to find out in the Sunday and the Monday encounter where they both lie in the points table. But assuming that both of these sides do end up winning their game, uh, then probably this is this whoever wins this game gets a queue in front of their name, because right now both stand at 14 at 12 points each, and winning two games would mean that they're both now on 16, and that's, I think, enough this season to
Yeah.
qualify. So we've titled this "The Last Mile Before the Playoffs" simply because of the fact right now as we're recording this episode, we don't know what happened in both of their games against Mumbai and Kolkata. But one of these teams, for one of these teams, it is going to be a do or die game, and the other probably would be finding himself sitting pretty at the table when the toss of this match happens.
Yeah, and it would also be if both the teams win their previous matches, then in all probability they would be going to the qualifiers. So it will also be testing their strengths against each other, probably looking for a knockout face off later in the later stages, maybe in the eliminator. So this would also give them a chance to assess the strengths and weaknesses of each other, how they fare against each other, what are the matchups, what can change in a crunch situation. So this would also give them a good chance to measure up each other, how they fare against each other in this match. So
Yeah,
that's an
yeah.
angle as well.
Yeah, I think there's not much to talk about in this game, because simply because there are very much a few unknowns that we simply have to assume before we reach to this point. But yeah, for both of these sides, as we said, this is going to be a really crucial game for their qualifying chances, and probably because both of these teams have performed very well throughout the course of this season, and both of these teams at this point of time deserve to be clinging on to the third and the fourth spot that they find themselves in right now, on merit. So this is going to be an interesting game, and yeah, a fun one at that. So moving on to the game on Thursday, which probably doesn't have, as of now, much bearing on the top four. Probably both of these teams can say that we do have a mathematical outside chance of still making it to the top four, but realistically, not so much. So probably this is the first game of this year's IPL where it's just for the thrills, and not a lot hinges on the table itself. What do you think?
Yeah, it's just to watch out for the RCB shenanigans and the kind of wins or the kind of performances that RCB pulls at the business end of the tournament. And if they win this, then the tournament is over for Punjab. And in all probability, it's not very promising for RCB themselves. But for Punjab, it's the end of their campaign. If they lose this, even all the match also ends here, and they would not want to lose this. It's in Dharamshala, but we have seen RCB putting up some strange and good performances when they have nothing to lose. So it would be a high pressure game for Punjab because they would be thinking that they still have a chance and they would want to win this. But it would be really tough against this kind of a RCB side which has nothing to lose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, a lot again depends on Punjab Kings' match against CSK. But still, even after that, I think they have a really small outside chance right now to qualify for the top four, because the other teams who are at the top of the table also have their matches, and they have a bigger stake, and a lot needs to go wrong in their games before it comes to Punjab or RCB for that matter to qualify for the top four. But yeah, it's these type of games again sometimes can be really entertaining ones. Probably not much bearing on the table, but just for the professional pride of these big players, that this game may be become one of the really good ones to watch out for in this week.
Definitely.
And then the final game of the week on Friday, which will probably decide whether you end your week on with a smile on your face, or Thala story doesn't reach the climax that we all are hoping that it does. Because after I don't think after Sachin Tendulkar, there has been another cricketer who has been as loved as Thala has been. Though Virat Kohli is one of the most celebrated batsmen, but just India's in general love story with Thala uh, needs probably a climax like this. So if they do end up beating Punjab in today's Sunday encounter, and then beat Gujarat in the Narendra Modi Stadium in this game, probably they would have done everything they can in their power
Yes.
to make a claim to the top four. And this has to be the case. They at least need to play the semi-final at the Chepauk, if not the final itself. But yeah, if they do end up getting in the top four, they're probably the favorites to win it all then, because CSK is the kind of team that when it tastes blood and when it reaches to the crucial end of the season, they rarely ever let the cup slip from their hand.
Definitely, definitely, and yeah, it is well deserved for Thala, and I'm hoping that they win today's game as well as this game, because they have another surprise of a match. Their last match is against RCB, and that would be again against a team that has nothing to lose with all hopes ended. So that can turn out to be a tricky one, so it's necessary for them to at least win these two matches before that game happens, so that they are in a pretty strong position to for the fourth position at least in the top four. So yeah, hoping for good things to come for CSK.
Yeah. So, guys, this was our IPL Week 7 preview. I hope you like the show. We've been putting out videos all throughout the IPL, and uh, uh, please like, share, and subscribe. Put on your comments down below if you think there's something that we need to do differently, or something that you would want to see more in the show. But yeah, this is going to be a really exciting week 7. Divyansh, what are your last thoughts about it?
Yeah, definitely. Do spread the love. Do share it with your friends and family. And if you liked whatever the discussions that we have had so far, so keep coming back to the channel and keep showing us the support. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, bye bye. See you all soon.
Bye.